and welcome to my channel DK Tutoring. In last lecture we have studied the introduction of shell program, and in this tutorial we will understand the details of shell programming. So we will start with the variables in shell. So this is my first slide is for variable names. So the variables in shell are similar to the variables in higher programming languages. That's why there are certain rules to declare the variables in higher programming languages. And so same rules are applied here. So the first rule is the variable name should start with any letter from small a to small z or capital A to capital Z, and any number from 0 to 9, or one special character is allowed, that is underscore. Then the second rule is by conversion, Unix shell variable will have their names in uppercase. So this is a conversion of shell programming, that the variable name should be written in uppercase. Some examples of valid variables are given here. Underscore name, this is valid because the variable name should start with underscore or the characters from small a to small z or capital A to capital Z. So this is also valid, this is also valid, and this is also valid. Okay, then the examples of invalid variables are also given here. To underscore name, dash name, name1 dash name2. Okay, then the second slide is for defining variable. For example, say you can use any variable at any time without considering its data type, like in C programming, C++ or Java programming. You have to specifically mention the data type for the variable that you are allowed to use. For example, integer A, B, C, D if you want to assign the numbers, then character if you want to assign the characters, then string in Java if you want to assign the string data. But here in shell you are required to just declare the variable name and assign the value directly without specifying its data type. For example, say here I have declared name is Divya. Okay, then shell enables you to store any value you want in variable. For example, here I have given var1 is equals to Divya, var2 is equals to 50. I am not specifying any data type here like integer, character, array, like that. Then for accessing value you must use here $sign. Name is equals to Divya, echo $name. Then read only variables like constant in C programming. For example, I am declaring variable name is Divya here. Okay, then I am declaring that variable name is read only. So this statement name is equals to Ketan is not valid in shell scripting because this name is equals to Divya is constant for read only variable. So you can't modify the value like this in your program. So this is an invalid statement. So that's the use of read only. You can declare the constant variables or static variables here. So there are 5 operators in C programming, shell programming here. First is arithmetic operator, second is relational operator, third is boolean operator, fourth is string operators, and last is file test operator. Okay, so arithmetic operators, this is plus sign is for addition, minus sign is for subtraction. So multiplication of two numbers using expression in shell script, in shell. So these sign represent all the files in current directory. So if you want to use this sign for multiplication, so we will get error message. Okay, so we should escape it like this slash multiplication. Okay, so we have to use this sign for multiplication. Then this is for division, this is for modulus, equals to is for assignment, equals to is for equality, and not equals to is for not equality. Okay, then relational operator, dash eq is for equality, ne is for not equal, gt is for greater than, lt is for less than, ge is for greater than equals to, le is for less than equal to, ne is for not equal to. So these operators are required when you are using the conditional statement like if else, then switch case, then for loop, while loop, until loop. These loop required to check the conditions. Then boolean operators. Boolean operators are useful for the boolean data. Okay, so this sign is for not. Not means value is false. O means or, A means and. Then string operators. These operators require for string concatenation, finding substring, then to check the string palindrome, like that. Okay, so this is equal to, this is not equal to. Dash z is for to check if the given string operand size is 0. Dash n is for non-zero. Str is for to check if str is not the empty string. Okay, Then the next slide is for shell decision making. The if-else statement. If-else statement are useful decision-making statement which can be used to select the option from the given set of options. So Unix shell support following forms of if-else statement. First is if fi statement, then if else fi statement, then if elif else fi statement. Most of the if statement check relations using relational operator discussed in the previous chapter. Okay, so shell script also supports this if else statement with the little variation in syntax. So we will understand the if else and the variables with the help of the example. So I'll open the editor here. So I just open the editor, text editor. Okay, so I just write here hash not, okay, then bin, then slash bash. Okay, here also I have to use slash here. So okay, so first I just save this shell 2.sh. .sh is a file extension, is for the shell. Okay, so this is a shebang symbol. Okay, second I want to give comment as find greater number. Okay, so this is the program is to find the greater number among two numbers. So first is p is equals to 50 and second is q is equals to 100. So as I told you, to declaration of the data type is not required in shell scripting. So you can directly write the name of the variables here and assign the value. So you have to check which one is the greater among these two numbers. 50 is a greater or 100 is a greater. Okay, so here I have to use if statement. Okay, so I just write here if space open square bracket space space close square bracket. Remember, for the note, just after open square bracket I have to use here space, and before square bracket there I have to use space. Okay, so $p dash gt $q. Okay, so I have to find which one is a greater, $p is a greater or $q is a greater. Then okay, if $p is greater, I have to print the message as $p is greater. Then if $p is not greater, then I have to print the message like echo space $q is greater. Okay, then fi. Okay, so just save this program here and go to terminal, and here /shell2.sh. okay, so first I get the message as permission denied. So chmod 754 shell2.sh. okay, so /shell2.sh. so I get the message as 100 is greater. Okay, so this is a simple program by using if condition that we have created. I hope it's clear till here. I have to stop here. In coming lectures we will studying the more details of shell scripting. If you have any queries, then you can ask me in the comment box, or you can drop the message in the Telegram group. The link is in the description of the Telegram. Okay, so meet you in next video. So guys, goodbye and enjoy learning.